Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is Fatima. I'm here to do a channel reading message for the collective. I'm channeling the energy of the twin flame soulmates in separation. As you listen to the video, I want you to try to focus your mind on the questions and concerns you have about the person that you felt or that you know to be your twin flame. This message is for someone who knows who their twin flame is. You know. I want you to take a deep breath. Let it out. Do that 3 times. I'm gonna do it with you. And let's go ahead and clear your energy. Tap in with me. Listen to the sounds that you hear of nature in the background. Tap in. All right. All right, so I'm picking up on the masculine energy here. I feel like the masculine is confused at this moment. They're trying to find balance in their life. They're trying to find some type of peace, some mental clarity. They're trying to figure out what's going on. This person is currently going through some karma. They could be experiencing health problems. Okay? These health problems could be with they need to pay more attention to the kidneys, the lungs, their skin. They might have an issue with their skin. This is what you know this person may be dealing with. This person may have poor diet habits. They could be trying to get that in line. They're around a lot of toxic people. There's some legal issues that are going down right now. This masculine is trying to find their mental stability because they're trying to avoid a breakdown. There has been a breakdown. There's been an argument with the karmic. Due to the karmic, there was an ending. This masculine is currently experiencing some type of loss. Loss of health in a good way. So they could be going through health issues. I feel like this masculine is argumentative, snappy, unable to follow their instincts. They don't know that this masculine's judgment is clouded. I feel like this masculine is unable to follow their intuition properly. They're not listening to their conscience. They're not listening to their, they're not listening to their subconscious. They're listening to their conscious mind. So, okay, I want to talk about the moon real quick. I know some people may not be knowledgeable of the astral plane in regards to the scientific breakdown of planets and things. Okay, but one thing you'll learn about me is that I'm going to break it down so that you understand what's happening, because a lot of people are running around in their minds and they're not understanding what this twin flame journey is really about. People are looking outside. Okay, I'm channeling a Capricorn. Somebody got Sun, Moon, or Mercury in Capricorn. They could have a Saturn in Capricorn. Their 7th house could be in Capricorn. I feel this person is having issues with a father or a mother figure. They're bumping heads with someone, with a father or mother figure, whether it's their mother or father, whether it's the mother or father of their children. There is a breakdown, an issue between the mother and father figure. This person could be bumping heads with their father. There's a love-hate relationship. This person could be a Libra. This person could be a Capricorn. The sun is, I think, in Capricorn now. So as we enter this season, you have to understand that this energy is about letting go of control, removing the mask of the self, the ego mind, right? Somebody's going back and forth with the karmic about what's right, what's wrong. They're indecisive. They don't know what they want. That's where they're at right now. You feel like you deserve new love. Why would you wait around for somebody to get it together? This person is egotistical. They operated out of their lower self. They're low vibing and they need to elevate. If you are feminine operating in your masculine energy, then this message will resonate heavily for you. If you are masculine operating out of your feminine energy, then this message will resonate for you. You see what I'm saying? It's a mirror image. Today is December 21st, 12/21. The twin flames are mirroring one another. So if you're feminine, you need to look at yourself and see if you are imbalanced in your masculine. If you are masculine, you need to look at yourself and see if you are imbalanced in your feminine. I see that this is possibly a feminine that is operating out of their ego, or it's a masculine operating out of their ego because there's confusion. Your guides are telling you to follow your instincts. Somebody was also deceptive. There was a wolf in sheep's clothing. They betrayed you. Y'all are in separation at this time, right? You're in separation right now. Your guides want you to know you deserve love. And you're lovable. You don't have to sit around and wait on anybody. You're not assigned to one person. It's really what you believe. Because we're coming out of Sagittarius season. And that's all about your principles. Right? Your spirituality. This is about the spiritual journey. Now we're going to Capricorn. And Capricorn is all about the 7 deadly sins. Well, we have to look at our shadow. We are in the fall equinox as of today, where it seems like the days are shorter as far as the sunlight is we have less time with the sun and we're more in tune with the moon. Some people don't understand where their energy is going. They just operating out of a false sense of self, and they are convoluted and their pineal gland is calcified due to the response of their environment, because everybody is following other people and not looking at themselves. People are afraid to look at themselves because they have a hard time accepting it. Some people are having a hard time accepting who their person is or accepting who their mother and father really is. You have to accept everything to be what it is. There is an imbalance in the 7th house, in the house of partnerships, marriages, relationships, all ships. Somebody's relationship with their health. They're responding to this twin flame dynamic in a negative way and need to get right, get your health right. Don't respond by not eating enough or eating too much. Change that. You can change that. Don't go back and forth with anybody. It is what it is. That's how you remove yourself from any low vibing negative energy. All right. Now look at this. Somebody, this masculine or feminine, whichever one, is watching from a secret social media account. Okay. This is the third card. There's 3 cards here. Karma. No, there's 4. Karma. 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 So let's take some examples. If somebody's sending you negative energy, if your person is out there sending negative energy, instant karma. It's instant now. Whatever they're doing is coming right back to them. Instant. If they sending out love, they get love. If they sending out hate, they getting hate. Does this look like they getting love and peace? This person is stressing themselves out. They don't know what to do. They don't know who to listen to. They're going back and forth. This person shows you their true colors now. When a person shows you who they are, you need to believe them. You need to believe them. This is known as a devil card in all tarot. We know that. For those of you that's out there listening. Somebody's nerves could be bad, so they're experiencing nausea. Somebody done hit a pothole. There's also, this is showing you that there's a crack in the foundation. The relationship, there is a crack in the foundation. You can't fix it with a fidget spinner, meaning you can't fix it if you keep going back to the past. You have to look forward. Don't even watch a person from a secret account, because that's toxic. You have to recognize your own toxic traits, your patterns. What do you need to cut doing so that you could get balance? Because you will always do that. So many people are giving people false hope that you will attract them, and you just supposed to spy on them and see what they're doing. And then I bet you, I will guarantee you, it's 100% that if you hear that your person that did you wrong is going through something bad, you feel a little bit relieved. Don't do that. Because that is a reflection of what you need to change about yourself. If you're a divine feminine or masculine, you love unconditionally. You already know what vibe, what frequency you were on when you two attracted each other, when you met each other. Go back to the root of that. How did you meet? Where was your vibe at? Where was his vibe at? Or her? Whoever your partner is. Look at it that way. Get some clarity. Find your peace. It's important. If you don't ascend, you're cutting yourself off from your blessing. And if you feel you and your person will reunite one day, hold on to that. That's hope. The ego will say, you know, I ain't got to wait. I ain't got to do nothing. You don't. You're right. You're right. You are absolutely right. And you shouldn't, because you're supposed to learn yourself, your self-worth. If you met each other and y'all were looking to each other as the glue, and you just feeling like, oh, my life, I got to fight. I'm just trying to keep it together. You shouldn't be trying to do nothing, because the twin flame soulmate just is. It fits perfectly. See all of these little pieces? If you broke the fidget spinner, you couldn't take another broken piece and bring it to this. You got to make yourself whole, mind, body, and spirit. You see how it aligns into a triangle, to a pyramid? What you believe, you will attract. And it always comes back to you, or to you, or to you. Whatever you're sending out, you're supposed to send out signals of peace and love and light, because your masculine or your feminine needs that healing. Come out of the idea. It's a false idea. Spirit is saying you're in your instincts. You're using your logical mind. Come out of there. Find your peace and your balance in your heart. This is your heart. You're trying to find the middle ground. You're trying to find that gray area where you got to clear your mind. And if you're getting high on substances, that's not going to help. If you're looking outside, you can't find yourself, okay? I'm not going to tell you nothing that I didn't go through. I heal every day from things that I was programmed to in my past. I am living proof. I am proof. Me doing this all over again is my testimony of who I am and who I accept myself to be. Everybody is on a frequency, a different frequency. You meet people at low vibes, you meet people on high vibes. We are reflections of one another. Look at what these scales are doing. They're reflecting one another no matter how you face them. We're all mirrors for one another. So if you come across this message is for you. Don't let your ego tell you something different. Just take the message. Don't judge the messenger. Take the message. I have to do that at times. I might not like the person or what I think their reputation is. But I trust that whatever's being said, whatever's coming across my airwaves, in my frequency as I ascend or descend, is a message of where I need to be. Some people met their significant other, their twin flame soulmate, in a karmic situation. So now you got to clear all of that up before you can come back together. There's a lot of people out here that are still resentful and grudgeful toward, which is this type of energy, which is basically keeping you apart. It don't matter who they with. It don't matter who they with. Who you with. You have to have love of self first before you can love anybody else. And you can't expect nobody to love you the way you want to be loved unless you love yourself like that too. But you got to love God first too. It's like a hand-in-hand thing. You can't love yourself without loving God. You have to be balanced mind, body, and aligned with the spirit. He's a Holy Spirit. Many people don't believe in that spiritual stuff. Well, how you believe in the Most High if you're not spiritual? There's a misconception. There's a lot of deception when it comes to spirituality. All you got to do is read it. Gen Z don't really want to look at the book. A lot of people have short attention spans. I can respect that. I understand. That's not even disrespect. That's telling you it's the truth, because this is the age of Aquarius. Look it up. See what it's about. Look at the words. We are programmed to let words, pictures, and images and frequency levels of sound to affect or effect us in a positive or negative way. There's a difference in both of the words that I just said. They're both opposites or similar. That is what you are when it comes to your twin flame. If you were feminine and your dad wasn't around, or your mother was neglectful in a way, it doesn't mean they were a bad parent. It just means they were responding to their life based on how they were brought up. And then they brought you up the best way they knew how. Some people failed and gave up. Some people lost their ability. It is what it is. We take the information and we carry the torch. You have to be the one to change the dynamic. If you don't, nothing changes. You stay on the hamster wheel. You can sit here and you can pick at people talking about, oh, you think you're spiritual, you think you this, and you think you that. That's fine. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks. That is the ego mind. That ain't nothing but the devil. The devil is the negative. The devil is the dark. He ain't no freak running around with a pitchfork and some red bodysuit unless he feel like it. Hey. But the devil comes in disguise. If everything were true, there wouldn't be no exposures right now. So you got to see through the facade. The masculine or feminine, whoever this is in the twin flame dynamic. This is what you got to do to get in alignment. And then before you know it, you will know if that person was for you or not. As you heal, your spirit, your soul will know, because you're testing them. You're testing that spirit to see if that person is standing on principle or if they're standing on falsehood. And if somebody is not for you, then they're not going to be doing anything that's opposite. You shouldn't have to carry them. They should be balanced within self, because nobody's a slave to anything. You should be enslaved to your kids, your spouse, nobody. You were brought here on your own. You will be judged on your own. Everybody has to be at a level, some kind of level, to get to that next level. So wherever I'm at, wherever you at, if I am speaking from above, then at a higher level, then take the message so you can ascend. If I am speaking at a lower level, me speaking it into existence will elevate myself. See? But the intention is that there's no harm in the intention. So there's no harm done. So you get what you get. You get back what you put out. You reap what you sow. That is the law of karma. That's what it is. That's how it goes. Some people have the ability to divinate and all of this other stuff. We have to look into the unknown in order to discover self. And some of us have gifts. We all have a sixth sense. Some people's are just calcified. And these people are unawakened and they're in their own delusion. Because they don't want to, the truth is hard to accept sometimes. Some people, look at this man's face. To have to find out the truth about a situation. If you wrong someone and you didn't mean to, do you know what that would feel like? That means you got to let your pride go and say, I'm sorry. But unfortunately, some people don't want to say that because their ego says, I ain't got to say nothing. And it's about to be 21:12 on my counter. That is the same reflection of the information that I'm saying. There's also an 11:11 for the people that are on their spiritual journey. You know all of these numbers. They not just out here for nothing. I meditate because I'm trying to tap back into the social media world. I went into healing. I went into introspect. I had to enlighten myself. I had to understand my ancestors were calling me to be a guide, be of service, because this is my destiny. This is part of my heritage. I accept it, but I battled with it for a while because I felt like I was doing something wrong, but it was healing me. I was happier. Whatever you are supposed to be doing, though, I'm not trying to manipulate nobody. I'm not telling you to pay me $5 and I'm going to give you false hope. I'm going to always give you the truth because I'm telling you from the heart and what I've done. For people that know me, my reputation is good because I don't intentionally hurt nobody. And if I was in a position where I was defending myself, hey, it is what it is. You get what you get. But if I am in a position where I am healed now, right? And I want other people to feel what it feels like to have peace, because ain't nothing worse than not having peace. There's a lot of people out here, right, that's living a life that we think we want, but they don't have peace. They lack spirituality. Somebody might be lost. This person that's in this relationship, right? They showed you who they were. Like I said, this person was a player. This person wanted to be out there doing what they wanted. They didn't want to settle down. This person was non-committal, and that's okay. That's what that person needs to accept, that they are non-committal. And the sooner that that other person accepts that, the sooner that they can accept their fate. And they will attract others like them, because that is the frequency that they are vibing on, because everybody's where they're supposed to be in this very moment. There's no mistake. It was all written this way. So when you feel rejected, same energy. When you feel rejected, when you feel like you're in fear, when you're confused, when you are unable to stop for a minute and just realize you have a blessing, right? Because if you ain't out there having to sell your soul, you don't have to do nothing. Everything is a choice. You could choose to be happy in whatever situation you in, or you could choose to be miserable. It's one or the other. On the scales, it's one or the other. It ain't no other way to, you gotta have light and dark. This is duality. Somebody's in the light, somebody's in the dark. I'm trying to give the enlightenment. I'm the person in the middle that feels no way because I did my healing. So I know I ain't got no dog in none of this because I am balanced within self. I hold my own scales. You got to hold your own scales. If you're a man and you feel like you ain't there yet, you'll get there. Have the hope that you will. If you're a woman and you don't feel attractive enough, see yourself differently. You have to reprogram your mind. right? So your twin flame wants you to know they was afraid that this relationship was just too good to be true. And so they operated out of fear. It's impossible that is a person is just good like that. That they just love it all the time. That they just want to be here for me all the time. Well, guess what? Masculine or feminine. If you ain't never had real love, how you going to know what it is when it's in front of you? That don't mean that you should hurt anybody or be deceptive. There should be no wolf here. Even though wolves are instinctive, you got to use your head, right? This person was using their head, not their heart. So they were cold. They isolated you. They made you madeisolated. It made you feel like that you were rejected. That's okay. You were supposed to feel that because you are soul mates, battle buddies, partners, whatever it is that you want to look at it. You're holding hands with that person at the time. And they did what they were supposed to do because they were supposed to teach you a lesson. And it's always a blessing. You still here. And if a person, I ain't about to do all that, talk about if you're not here, even though I can communicate there, but I'm gonna be right here for right now. Because this person is realizing that the connection is something that's really worth, that's really valuable to them. And I don't think that this person really wants to continue to live this false sense of self. I feel this masculine energy is ready to just break free. Because this is passion. This is fire. You look at all this flame. You're not stopping this. When you follow your heart, you will go after what you want. And if healing yourself is the way to what you really deserve, then that's what you gotta do. It takes time. It has nothing to do with name brand stuff, material, possessions, none of that. It has to do with your soul, yourself. The love is the soul, right? So as soon as you get that, the faster you will start to heal, and it won't even matter. What if you with your partner and he got a job or she got a job or she got to travel? Military people do it, celebrities do it. You got to be able to be balanced. You can't be doing all that cheating and shit when somebody's doing what they got to do, trying to make a living for their family. Because ain't nothing really out here popping. If you got a good one, keep that. If you questioning things, it's okay. You're supposed to explore. And if your partner is not where you want them to be, they'll get there because it's an elevation station type of thing. They ain't gonna always go up together. You got to balance each other out. You pull one, I'll pull. You pull, I pull. You pour, I pour. Equal give and take. Reciprocity. And if one person is giving to a third party because there was a karmic interference, but this karmic interference for this masculine or feminine, I feel is work. This is the work in the career. This person is focused on that coin, that business, that bag. They're not worried about nobody out here that's dealing with drama and confusion. They're more trying to figure out how to balance their life. Opening the mind. This is a crown chakra. This person is more interested in peace and elevation and truth and proof. Because when we're talking about the moon, we're talking about Virgo. And Virgo is a fact checker. Virgo is a truth seeker. Virgo is all about the work. You ain't gonna stop a Virgo from working at all. And not a Capricorn. You need them earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, to keep the flow of anything because it is the body. So when I speak, I'm going to speak from a research perspective, or an Aquarian type of perspective, from the knowledge, from the wisdom, from actually trying it and it being true, seeing things that I know ain't right, but having discernment and knowing what to speak on and what not to speak on. See, I didn't have a knowledge of self before. And so I went on break from, 2018? That's how long I've been off this channel. And so now I'm back because I was so unhealed. I really had to break away from people, places, and things. I didn't do no healing. But then it came a time when I had to. process everything that was stored in my body, and it had to make sense. So I explored different avenues to connect on my spiritual path, and I looked into astrology, astronomy, science. I got a degree. I went and educated myself, and it helped me to heal. I went and looked at herbs to take me off from hard medications. I wasn't I wasn't out here looking crazy now, because I have a reputation, I have dignity, I have pride. I didn't want to take no pain medicine from the get-go. But I had operations, I was in the military. I did a lot of different things, and I worked my behind off. But then I had to learn how to heal, right? And you've been in a combat situation all your life. If you grew up harsh, that's all you know. You got to cut back peel back them layers of that onion and get to the core. You can't be afraid to go in the dark. This fall equinox is all about the dark. You have to go in and look deep down in your soul. How you gonna give somebody your soul if you don't even know your soul? How you gonna know where you're going if you don't know where you came from? Or if you don't even understand where you've been? Those are the types of things you gotta look at and heal from when it comes to this twin flame journey. This is serious. The twin flame soulmate thing is nothing to play with. Now, if you out here just being a player and you don't care and you're just letting anybody in your temple or your body, well, there's karma for that. That affects what? Your health. And what happens? This happens. Right? When you get with people that are all after that lust and that greed and the lies, the wolf in sheep's clothing, the damsel in distress, the people that always want to bump heads with you when you stop giving, when you start saying no, that's when you understand who the true colors are of the people that are around you. I feel like the hairs are standing up on my daggone arm, but it feels electrical right now. I don't know. Don't do that, please. That part's a little creepy crawly right now. All right. Let me get back on track here. But this person watches, and I feel like they're having a hard time. So this is why I keep clearing the energy, because I feel it. And I am aware of self because I've done the healing. And I ain't gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna keep healing me, but I ain't gonna keep going back and reliving something that I lived through already. And that's what you gotta do. Leave your comfort zone. See that? You gotta step out of your comfort zone, because nothing changes if change doesn't occur. That's why you have to accept the things that you can't change. See, you can read the Bible, but you gotta get that experience. And you gotta figure out what works and what don't. Some of these leaders out here are false. Look at what they've been doing in the dark. That's the man that you want to follow? Or that's the woman you want to follow behind? Somebody might not like what I'm doing. Fine, that shows you what direction you are supposed to be in regardless. You know which way to face just by looking at me. Because I'm not forcing my beliefs on you. I'm just speaking truth. You can accept it or reject it. It's out here. I'm putting it out here. 3333 on the clock. And I'm telling you that, research it. Your ascended masters are here. They're present. The Most High is present around me. Angels are present around me. And I am guided and protected and guarded. This is the message. It's coming from the ethers. You deserve love. You're in separation. It's safe for you to love. To love who? Yourself. That's what makes you stronger. You can't give to somebody externally if you don't. There's no output if there ain't no input. If we're talking about the system, look at it like a computer. Because everybody's on the computer. Everybody's on social media. Everybody's spying on everybody. And I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, because every reader is where they're supposed to be at. I respect that, because at one point, I was looking at different people, trying to figure out some stuff. So go to where you got to go to get the clarity and get the peace of mind wherever you're comfortable. All of the ones that I encountered, they all showed me where I needed to be. They all gave me some type of peace of mind and clarity. They all they all contributed to that. And I'm grateful. Because I listened. I didn't react. And when I wanted to react, I checked myself. That's what a woman wants. That's what a man wants. Peace. Some people now, some guys, these player energies, Knight of Wands, King of Wands, even though Knight of Wands and King of Wands are just go-getters and messengers, and some just like to be on the move, you know what I'm saying? And they have jobs where they can't commit to one thing because their spirit is what moves them and guides them. They're fire signs. That's what they do. But they can find others that that work well with them, like air. That you need fire and you need oxygen, right? Earth needs the water. Water needs water. You just have to find your element. Don't force anything. A lot of karmic spells are being broken right now. So people are having to heal mentally from what entrapped them or enslaved them in the first place. This talks about bondage. Feeling stuck, imprisonment in the mind. Look at, come on, like you, somebody going through hell. Because if you got this windstorm and all of this fire here, where do you think that's at? This person is going through heavy karma. Heavy karma. You could go through hell or you can live in heaven by having peace of mind now. Because heaven is a state of consciousness. You ain't got to put yourself through hell now. You got your walking papers. I know you got your walking papers, right? I know you do. There's no need to bump heads with yourself. Don't bump heads with yourself. That's a lie. The true colors. What are your true colors? Learn yourself. Are you who people tell you you are? Or are you who you know yourself to be? Because this Capricorn energy is all about, now don't get me wrong, Capricorns, I love Capricorns. My best friend was Capricorn. And I don't have to say God rest her soul, because her soul with me all the time. That's my ace. I feel her spirit with me right now. She was a Capricorn. So I'm going to tell you right now, they're loyal people. They ain't about their business. And when a person is career-oriented and focused, they're very loyal. Okay, now you take that energy with the Virgo. If you got Virgo moon or Mercury, you're very headstrong, very analytical, very intelligent, very wise. You have an old soul. You adapt. You're a cardinal sign. Everything in this video you see is a sign. I love the idea of the earth. I'm an earthly person. I'm an earthling. I'm here, but I'm up there. But I'm here. But I'm a little bit of everywhere. But I have clarity of where I'm supposed to be in the present. That's what's important. It's the same. We use different words for different things. We call it imagination. We call it this. We call it. As long as you have your foundation is solid now. You can't be out here like giving advice and you like this, but then again you can't, because you've gone through something that got you here. So you can do whatever you want to do. Scratch what I just said. See, that's kind of like Libra energy. Somebody's feeling mental instability. Like, what is the words that I'm looking for? They are indecisive. The person was indecisive. It was easier to lie than to tell you the truth. They wish they could take it back. They're feeling regretful. That's Capricorn energy. Because Capricorn is grounded. This is part of the root. This is the black. This is under the red on the chakra. When you look at the chakra alignment. This is root energy that needs to be healed. This is attached to the root. When you look at the dirt is brown. Some dirt looks black, right? All right. I can break it down in colors, numbers, whatever. You'll see. But you're going to feel what I'm trying to tell you. This one thing you're going to learn from me, that I know you will learn from me, is where you need to be on your journey. Because I'm not going to tell you nothing that I am not so sure of. And if I'm not sure, I'll go figure it out. That's just how I am. That's the character in me. I research everything. If I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. If I don't know, I don't know. If I do know, I do know. But I was trained that way also. 12:21 on the clock right now. But anyway, so this relationship was there was a karmic interference. For some, there was another relationship, right? Because there was a plan. All right, I'm trying to help people heal, but I do understand some people want to know what is going on so they know where they need to balance. So I'm going to do a variety of different videos because I'm gifted in that way. So I'm going to be a vessel of healing. I'm just trying to use my discernment, my Libra energy, to make sure that it's not toxic and that it's helpful. This masculine wants another chance, but they have to heal first. They're attracted to you. They know you got a good head on your shoulders. They out here pretending to be happy. Because why? Because he's wearing a mask. Or she's wearing a mask. This person could be dating, but they're not really happy. They just like passing time. Because they're non-committal. And if they're in a commitment, they losing their shit because they want to be out of this situation. It's a shitty situation. They want to apologize. They want a second chance. They want to apologize. They want things to go back to what it was. They respect you. They respect your opinion now because you know why? Because you didn't put up with them. They tested you just like you had to test them. They probably kept on going after they stabbed you in the back from after whatever they did. They kept you in a state of they tried to keep you in a state of confusion. They expected you to not heal. They expected you to chase after them. But women don't chase, women attract because women are attractive. Men, the masculine, they are the hunters, the protectors, the providers. That's Capricorn energy too. That's Sagittarius energy. That's Aries energy. That's masculine. That's Gemini energy. They feel like you really know how to make them laugh. There's nobody makes them laugh like you do. They feel like you got a sense of humor. Okay? This person is saying that twice. You got their respect. They're just dealing with guilt and shame because what do you say to a person that healed from what was supposed to destroy them? Joke's on them. Because this person can have a tendency to, at the time when things happened, it was kind of like a Five of Swords type of energy, one up you. The type of person that'll do whatever they have to do to get where they need to be. That's not how you operate because you're going to get what you give. If you out here wearing a mask, being a false person, and you're using someone, because the Capricorn's motto is I use. Moon is I feel. The sun is I am. This person was a narcissist. They was mentally abusive. They played with your emotions. You have to remember that because when somebody did that to you the first time, they meant to do it. That's Five of Swords. That's the idea, the intention. I got an idea. How about I go stab such and such in the back and I could just get away with it. I could do this. They already decided in their head what they was going to do. You decided what you was going to do when you found out. So that's fair. Now, somebody got to make a move. But the ego and the pride is basically, I ain't got to do nothing. But if you know what it is, Just heal yourself. And whoever did you wrong, justice will prevail either way. And you'll either attract something new and better, or this person will heal and make amends and things will go where they're supposed to be. But there were no mistakes. You are your twin flame. You attract someone that is of the same soul like you. And if a person is identical to you, like a Gemini energy, then you already know that this person is loyal. You already know this person ain't this or that. You should already know that this person got their heart on you. They just got in a fucked up situation. So you either support them by doing you and staying out of the karmic interference, because you cannot interfere with somebody's karma. If there is a contract between here and here, and you're in here, you're gonna feel that. So they like talking about you to their friends. They keep deliberating, like in their mind, like trying to figure out. It's like they want to take action, but they're in their head. They want to take action, but they're in their head. They're going through the motions. Somebody nauseous. Like, this is really messing with somebody's nerves, because Gemini and Virgo is Mercury. They work together. That's the nerves, your memory, your senses. I feel this person that you're constantly on their mind. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop feeling your energy. They're searching for your energy. And if you heal, you can't hardly feel them because you're at a different energy level. If you ascended, then there is nothing, then that means you're being protected, highly protected, if you can't feel that person's energy to the point where you got to inquire what's going on with them. Recognize where the energy is at. So that's why you got to keep doing your work. Keep doing your clearing work. All right? Because it's not a race. It's not about, I'm going to outdo this person or I'm going to outdo that person. It's about healing and getting on your path. If a person is for you, they're going to support you no matter what you do. If a person is for you, a soulmate could be a sibling. That's Gemini energy too. It's not just a lover. So understand that when you hear these different readings and somebody says it's a Gemini, it doesn't have to be a Gemini. What is the third house about? The third house is about siblings. It's about the thought, the communication, taking short trips. You got to open your mind. Some of us have to really detach from the twin flame. It is what it is. Write that down so you can really get a higher perspective. Capital IT is what capital IT is. You're just talking about it. It is an idea. Because when you put emotion, the moon, behind the thought, behind the energy that's connected to the thought, fire and air, this is masculine energy. This person is dominant in fire and water. But I meant to say air, even though I had the moon in my hand, because Gemini is the moon that I'm channeling, because this is twin flame energy. You just have to expand your mind. I'm telling you, getting readings, yeah, that's cool, right? But get it with the intent to heal and not repeat the pattern, because all you're doing is gambling. But what are you getting out of it? If you're getting healing out of it, that's fine. Why you got to put yourself through all of that? I can see if you're paying for something where you actually healing, and kudos to that reader if they're able to help you read. I ain't here to step on nobody's toes, because a lot of them help me to heal. I buy their products and support them in all kind of ways. I ain't no hater at all. I'm learning. I'm a learner. I love to keep learning, and I like to spread knowledge. I'm always thirsty for it. So one thing about me, I'm not a very strict person now. I'm still silly old me. I'm still goofy. I just like to warm up, you know what I'm saying, and get back into my groove of things. I have to feel safe and secure because I'm cautious now. Why? Because I was around a lot of dirty ass people that didn't mean me any good. And so I had to move away from that because you can't heal in any environment that causes you to feel ill or uneasy in your spirit. Some people send evil eyes out there all day. That ain't nothing but evil eye energy. Don't give nobody that power. Okay, don't give nobody power over you like that no more. For you to be disturbed within, in your spirit, in your peace. Be you. People will either accept you for who you are or they'll deny you for who you are. And that's fine because your spirit needs to know. You need to be shown, okay? So let me give you some self-healing messages. Have faith. Because I do. That was all I had to, that was the only thing that really helped me to heal my faith. And I'm telling you, can't nobody tell me nothing about faith after the transformation that I went through. Because I'm gonna say, I got them all around here. I transform. I transmute. I take it and I change it and I flip it. Somebody chose material. Selling out. Somebody chose the material world in the dynamic. And someone else chose to heal. It is what it is. This was your soulmate. And they still pull off of your energy. They're still holding on to you or you're still holding on to them. Who needs to let go? Unleash your creativity. See, you got to find out who you are, what you're good at, and what you're supposed to be doing. Because you and your soulmate supposed to be doing something other than stressing each other out about where you been. Let me smell you. Don't you ever lower your worth by smelling somebody. You ain't no dog. Not an animal. Now, you can take on the instincts of an animal mentally or the feeling of it, okay? You know, to harness that energy, but don't you out here smelling nobody to see if they was where you thought they was. Okay, and so if they are, or if they did, now what? I'll wait. Now what? What you gonna do now? You gonna fuck somebody up? And then what? What is it gonna do? How much money do you get for that? At least when celebrities do it, they set up, you know, boxing and shit like that, right? You make money. At least they making money off the beef. But if it's not putting no money in your pockets and your foundation has cracks in it, then that's what you need to focus. Because don't nobody want nobody that's broke mentally or emotionally or spiritually, because then that's a burden for you to carry. Don't be nobody's burden. Be a blessing. All right? So let me see. Let me use one of my decks. All right. Let's see what's going on out here. Yeah, always defend yourself against all odds. People want to know what you got going on. Really, I mean, worry about yourself. Inquire about what your energy is like. And if you're in good energy, if your energy is good, then that means you know you're straight. You're healing. But if you're constantly checking on someone else, even though I understand, naturally you want to know. That's what the mind does because it remembers. We just came out of a Mercury retrograde, which is where the thoughts are. And we're in Virgo moon. That's more thoughts, more information. It's a lot that this masculine is seeing. So like the mask is coming off. Their friends are false. They're false. The people around him are false. They're seeing the truth about things that they always thought were true. They're finding out that that's false. And it could be it could be a tumultuous time for people, because that's like a shock to the soul. And it's not funny, because you could easily put yourself back in a cycle where you end up having to be like them. So if you taking on that karmic energy and you're not aware of how to release that energy, then you're going to spiral right into that energy. So that's why it's important that I make sure that I'm giving you the information, but I'm telling you what it is from a higher perspective so that you can heal. And if you keep coming back, well, when you keep coming back, because we're going to elevate together, right? So when you come back, you're more high vibrational. And the higher you vibrate, the more you attract the abundance that's for you. The more you find your peace, the more you ain't looking outside for more than you already got, because you understand and you accept everything for what it is in this moment. Don't go back and forth trying to control nothing. That's that Capricorn energy. You can't control anything. Virgo is the perfectionist. Nothing is perfect. Let go. The person is avoiding you because they don't want to swap their negative energy. It's like they're still in the phase where they are needing validation. They want to be told that they look good. They want to be told this. They want to be told that. Well, they have to validate self. It's part of the lesson. It's nothing wrong with being told you're beautiful and stuff, but if you're looking at someone to tell you that, do you see that in you? Okay, well, why do you need someone to tell you that? Because that's what it's about, wants and needs. That tells you if you're lacking or not. This is how you make yourself more independent mentally, and then you're not codependent, because that devil with the Libra energy, that's codependent relationships. Look, it's like, take me with you. Like, come on now. Shit, let go. Let go sometimes. Shit. People out here casting spells, not knowing what they doing. People just saying stuff. People could just be sending negative energy to your masculine or feminine, and you believe that. And then it holds them back even more, because everybody is putting energy into what? A spell, because words are spells. Come on now, when you put A, B, C, D, E, all of those letters have numbers, and numbers are frequencies. So if you speak life, you give life to your situation. If you keep focusing on what happened, that's death. That already happened. Okay, so somebody did this. Now what you going to do? That's how they are. That's their character. Let them go develop themselves. Because people that are ready to communicate will communicate. Grown men and women communicate effectively. Little boys and girls do not, because they are unlearned in certain areas, and so they're unhealed in certain areas. So you gotta date in your age range, or at least make sure the person is intellectually and emotionally aware of self. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more. Remember to interview everybody at this point. Everybody needs to be interviewed. Everybody needs to be looked at. You gotta look at what they like, what they don't like. You ain't gotta run and live together. Let them, you stay over sometimes, they stay over sometimes. What do they, if they got kids, do they take care of them? All of them. What they hiding? Because nobody's perfect. And if whatever they're hiding, you find out, can you accept that? Because everybody's human. And we are in a whole new generation. And this generation, I come from a different time. I'm putting it like that. right? Accept everything for what it is. Pay attention to what your mind says. Pay attention to what your heart says. And be aware of what your eyes are showing you, because what you see is just an illusion. Go with what you know. Trust your inner knowing. Everybody has a sixth sense. Everybody has a psyche. And sometimes, and especially if you have reached my channel, it's time for you to elevate. Because you can't operate out of that vibration anymore. So it's time to heal. So you have to raise your frequency so that you can be in alignment with what you want. You see what I'm saying? You can take pictures of these. Use your discernment. You got to decide if a person, like, come on now. You worried about what a person does? Get ready to receive. God wants to bless you. Look at what you need to be doing so that God can bless you. Don't be out here trying to build no man or woman up when you can have one that's already self-made, that is already healed. Why you got to go find somebody to struggle with? Don't you want to have better for yourself? That doesn't mean you're looking down at anybody at all. That means you respect that a person is there on that part of their journey, right? And that you respect that where you're at. So you have to be honest with yourself. Do you really want more? Okay, well, let me go heal myself more so I can attract that energy. And if that person is supposed to be with you, they will be back in alignment with you. But see, you have to use your discernment and realize what happened in the past, what really went down. And then you got to take your time and really get to know somebody. Or if you refriending people, that's on you. Just make sure they know retrograde. I'm not going to be the one to say just anybody that did you dirty, don't ever be friends with them ever again. Some people's characters are like that. But some, you can forgive the situation or scenario and you can move forward respectfully. But you don't have to be enemies. Even if a person showed you that they was your enemy in the past, isn't God forgiving? Because you can't heal. You can't tell nobody to heal if they're not willing to forgive. You got to forgive them, because if they knew the ramifications of what they was going to get, they wouldn't have did what they was going to do. Because the energy that I channeled, that person is not doing too good. I feel like somebody's nerves is on edge. They could be smoking and drinking too much. They could be partying too much. I'm not saying don't live your life. But if you can't break away from other energies, then you're being a follower. Yeah, we can follow channels and different stuff like that, but that's just for guidance. You got to follow the beat of your own drum at the same time. Don't be afraid to attract and go after what you want. What is it that you want to do with this time? If you're meant to be with somebody, they'll come back, because what's meant for you is meant for you. No karmic situation can interfere with where you're supposed to be. But everybody's giving people, not everybody. A lot of people are mixed in the pot, and it's becoming a crab in the barrel type of energy. This isn't a race. This is about your soul's journey. This is not a game at all. You got to take it very serious. Everything about you, you got to take serious. You got to fall in love with every part of you. Just like you would want your significant other, whether they're with you or in separation. You got to take every part of you and fall in love with all of you. Some of us were not raised like that, and that's okay. It's always a time to start. It's never too late if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s. You was meant to find your happiness at some point, so why not start now? Don't worry about who secretly hated you. That doesn't matter. Your enemies are finding out that they shouldn't have wronged you, because you're a good person. You're just trying to heal, right? Your exes are learning their lessons. You got new and true love coming in if that's what you want. If you want new and true love with that person, then you decide that, and then you call that energy in, because you manifesting it. This is your world. We just living in it. Something about a DNA test. This person that they think you're very, you must be silly. You must be a silly person like me, because they feel like if this person's watching you in secret, right? I feel like they look for your posts, because you make them laugh. Spirit wants you to be open-minded and don't be attached to anything. And give to yourself at this time, because you're supposed to receive the abundance that you deserve. You're supposed to be enjoying this time. If you're single, you're supposed to enjoy single life. Don't mean you got to go out, put a freaking dress on or a fucking girl suit on and just be like, you know, out there spreading your seeds everywhere and not taking care of. Get cooties that way. But anyway, there were some DNA test results that needed to be done. This is the answer to the DNA test. What was the outcome of a DNA test? I think it's a yes, but we'll double check. You're the cream of the crop. You're the best to ever do it. You are the best. They know that. Ain't no comparison to you. Your twin knows. Just like you know, ain't no man like the one I got. Ain't no woman like the one I got. Your twin knows that. They just stuck in their ego and in their pride. They trying to figure this thing out. They like, what the hell? What a blood clot. Oh boy. Okay, so about this DNA test result. Is it a yes or a no from whoever this is in the collective? Is it a yes or a no? No. Hidden dangers and stillness. Proceed with caution. And it's a no at the bottom of the deck. So there was a situation where there was a pregnancy and somebody's child turned out to not be theirs. See, that's the energy I channeled too, because the person was confused in their head. So they were relying on their logical mind and not their intuition. Just like I was just now. That shows you how that shit works. So when I tap out of this energy, you have to know which energy is which. And it's a no again. So, about the... Let me get something else for you. So, continue to give to yourself, right? Continue to heal you. But just so you have clarity and understanding, this is the dynamic of the scenario between the twin flame soulmate connection and separation. What is the dynamic currently between the twin flame soulmate? 3 cards, please. Release. Triggered. Building. Release what you know, cut the patterns, right? Release what you don't need. What energies, what emotions, what thoughts do you need to let go of? What ideas in the relationship between you and this person from your past? Because you're still connected to the relationship in your mind, which is 3 of Swords energy. So who's really getting the last word, which is 5 of Swords energy? That's that one up. I'm outdo them, I'm outdo them. But it's in the mind. Because who you competing with is yourself. Right? Don't let nobody trigger you. Somebody's being triggered. That's why That's why they're feeling the karma. Because the more you elevate, the more you pull away, right? They feel that because this is somebody you shared a deep connection with, so it takes time to heal. But what goes around comes around. So everything comes full circle. This person was busy going around stepping on people. So understand, they got a lot of karmic debt that they got to pay. Financial, health-wise. Somebody's dealing with some type of disease. Somebody's dealing with some type of health issues as far as their pH balance. Somebody ain't protecting themselves. And they're being triggered by the karmic. This karmic may want them for money. They was only working with somebody for money. They was with somebody that was shady. Somebody turned out to be shady. Now you're a single parent. You freed yourself from a dynamic that has something to do with a child. Somebody don't know who the child, the father of their child is. Let that go. Keep focusing on what you're building. This was a lesson that you needed to learn. This was a lesson. This was to teach. This was to get you in spiritual alignment so that you could be ready for your assignment. You may be getting ready to attract someone that is spiritual just like you. But you need to watch for this new person coming in now, because they could be shady, but don't be too... it's safe for you to love. Remember, that's what the message is saying earlier. It's safe for you to love. So release the fear of thinking that everybody's going to hurt you. And go with trust your gut this time if you're ready to date. See, that was young love. That was a lesson of what love is and what love ain't. You needed to get that lesson. Accept that. This person taught you about self-love. Long-term stability. This is what you're supposed to have. You're not going to be single for long, though. This person, they shocked you. They didn't expect you to heal. You're coming into union with yourself, and you're coming into union with you're coming closer to your twin flame soulmate. Yeah, this person was cheating. What you're building is sacred now. No more this young love. What you're building is sacred. I'm sorry, it's sacred. Somebody was a narcissist. They were cheating. You left them behind. Somebody's mentally unstable. The karmic that they're with is cheating. They learning a lot of lessons. Somebody used you. If they used the karmic, they got used. They attracted some bullshit because they was on some bullshit. This person expected you to run after them. You threw them deuces up. You know better. You ain't got to deal with nobody that'll cause you heartbreak and sadness. They kept you in the dark. They knew exactly what they was doing. They kept you in the dark about a lot of stuff. There was a child. Okay. They're dealing with a lot of toxicity. This chaotic type of relationship. Like a Bobby and Whitney type of ship. Like, come on now. There's addictions. They're addicted to one another in the sense that they're addicted to the drama and the toxicity. Somebody's addicted to pain. Somebody's addicted to pain pills. Somebody's not ready. They're running, but they have to release what no longer serves them, right? So they're responding to the trauma by tapping into their addictions. This person's going to come in unexpectedly. Somebody wants to court you. Somebody wants to date you. But they're not ready. So use your discernment. So there's a new person coming in. Use your spidey senses. Manifest what you want. Because if you're thinking negative, you're going to get something that's not really for you. Okay? Somebody's really unstable at this time. Their health is unstable. Their mental health. Somebody's dealing with a karmic that they ain't right up there. They always have an outburst. Somebody craves attention. They gotta have attention. They're loud, ghetto as hell. This person has a sacred bond with someone, okay? What you want is coming. You have a divine union coming. But you need to release this energy of the past. Because most people have, in this energy that I'm reading right now, this person is still having to clear up this karmic contract with the one from their past. This person was childish, man. You lack boundaries. You needed to put your boundaries up. You're looking for a happy family. You be the energy you want so that you can attract your true soul family. You and this person will probably be a blended family because she's a single mother and this person has a child. You'll probably end up being a blended family. And that's fine. As long as you're happy. You have to be happy. That's what's important. That's how your soul knows. You have to really look at yourself and decide if this is what you want, if this is what makes you happy. But if you're chasing the person, that's because you're not happy. So then you got to go get happy so you can attract what's for you. And if the person doesn't elevate you, doesn't help you grow, that's not the person for you. That's a karmic situation. That's a karmic soulmate. Your twin flame is the one you share the same soul with. Your twin flame could be in a divine union, meaning they could be married. So your twin flame could be a friend. It don't always have to be a sexual partner in this particular life. So what you're supposed to do is continue to heal yourself and get yourself right so that you can attract what's truly meant for you. Because some people are in partnerships because they got to live together. Because it could be finances. Some people could be in relationships due to health reasons. I feel there's a certain relationship where one needs the other. And there's health issues in a dynamic also. I feel there's somebody out there that's a player. They're not faithful. They're disloyal. Their reputation is they're a narcissist, a liar, a cheater, an emotional manipulator. And they have wandering eyes. They have a secret account where they go and look at different things. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway. Alright, so I think I said enough. And I will be back with another channeled message. It's a Saturday. I'll probably be doing another short one. But I hope this message helped you. I know it resonates with a lot of people that have gone through a breakup, healing, whether you're in a twin flame dynamic or not. You are your twin flame. So wherever you came from, now you got to balance with it. Now you got to heal your masculine and feminine energy, right? Before you can attract somebody that's balanced and peaceful like you. Listen to the sound real quick. Please like the video, subscribe, share. Until we meet again, namaste. I send peace, love, and light, wisdom, and guidance and healing energies to the person and people that are listening to this message at this time. May your ancestors guide you. May you hear that inner voice within your soul. May you come out of confusion and disillusion, denial and lack. And may you receive energies of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, truth. May you release energies of depression. Heal. Heal so that you can get what is for you, so you can be where you're meant to be. Heal yourself. Safe travels. Peace.